In the workplace, it's how does hybrid flexibility play out for organizations where they can have their teams perform at peak, but also have the flexibility and balance they want. How are they incorporating AI in a way that allows people to feel empowered, productive, but it also doesn't threaten their job security, and AI is quite new. We have external issues around political fragmentation or geopolitical fragmentation around the world. Our research shows that the world is as connected as ever, and that cooperation and connectivity is actually the best way of addressing some of the world's biggest challenges. Global warming, pandemic preparedness, food security, energy transition, all depend on global cooperation. But global cooperation is being challenged by increasing political tensions and fragmentation. And companies are having to navigate that, and communications professionals are having to help their organizations navigate those very challenging topics. So we are in a moment where the challenges that organizational leaders, CEOs, executive directors, and others, the C-suite, is having to address a series of challenges that, frankly, are entirely new in the organizational world. So employees asking their organizations to take increasingly positions on political issues or on social issues. We have organizations having to transition from pandemic to hybrid to increasingly in-person work. So these are entirely, we've never gone through a pandemic, at least not since the early part of the 20th century. Organizations have never had to think about, what if half of my workplace is working from home? What is the model for success, right? So there are a series of challenges for which clear playbooks or examples are only now beginning to be written. There are also challenges that are probably slightly outside the realm of traditional management. It's the connection between the organization and its stakeholders, both internally and externally. And that's really what communicators do. So I would say the role of the communicator, it really hasn't changed in the sense that still responsible for managing the organization's relationship with stakeholders, to build credibility, to build trust, to build a license to operate. But the challenges and the construct around that relationship is changing rapidly, and the number of issues you need to factor through in order to develop a strategy to engage stakeholders productively is changed rapidly. So it's a wonderful time. The job is increasingly important. It's also increasingly difficult. If you like what we do, this is a great time to be doing it.